My name's Megan Miller. 68% of America's 8th graders cannot read at grade level. 1.2 million American students drop out of high school each year. 44% of those dropouts are now jobless. And there's $192 billion in lost income and taxes due to each cohort's dropouts, says the Board of Education Foundation. The decline in American education has taken a toll on the American economy. This is the worst labor market in 6 years, says Chris Farrell from Business Week. It has been a slow downward spiral that has left many Americans jobless, hopeless, and futureless. That's why I, Megan Miller, am announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. After attending both public and private schools, I understand the value of education from both perspectives. Along with John Carson, the Douglas County School District Board of Educators President, we have developed a plan to increase the quality of education in America. Because of the lack of education in America, the economy is taking a downfall. People are not and cannot support higher taxes for education. By implementing a new program, there will be more money circulated into the school systems, allowing lower student-to-teacher ratios, more jobs, and increased graduation rates. Within the past decade, high school graduation rates have declined drastically, and the National Bureau of Economic Research shows that the economy was in a recession in 2001 as well as from 2008 to 2009, which are the years that if these teenagers had graduated from high school, would have a job and would be working to better our economy if they had received a higher degree of education. The economic recession is occurring in part because of America's education is declining. America's declining standing in the rankings worldwide is directly related to the declining in the economic world. The current economic recession is direct proof of this. Because we, Americans, are not educated, our jobs are being moved overseas to countries that are educated. Jeffrey Sachs from Columbia University points out that the U.S. is falling in education and we are not fulfilling the educational needs for our younger people. So we have no choice but to move our jobs overseas where the education is rising. By doing so, we are paying non-U.S. workers to do our jobs. We are paying labor fees and shipping fees to countries other than our own. The impact of this is huge. Our economic income is less than what we produce, causing the debt deficit to grow. Also because of the economic recession, American public school teachers are losing their jobs. This is creating larger student-to-teacher ratios, which means not as strong and efficient education. In 2010 alone, it was estimated anywhere between 100,000 and 300,000 teachers' jobs were in danger and they were ultimately laid off, which increased the student-teacher ratio from 15 to 1 in the 2003 school year to 18 to 1 in the 2010 school year. Smaller class sizes are more beneficial for everyone. The student gets more one-on-one time with their teacher and they are more engaging places. The economic recession did not occur overnight, nor did our teachers give up on our students because they do not have jobs. There was a buildup of events that caused for the problem to become a giant snowball effect that it is today. A main cause of the poor education in America is that people do not support higher education funding. Therefore, quality people are not going into the profession because of low wages, and students are losing their specials classes. Also, with the economic decline, parents have to concentrate more on their job or jobs than their children, which in turn causes their child to not do their homework or succeed in school. Because there's not much money being circulated into the school systems, every school, high school, and college campuses alike feel the effects of budget cuts. There are fewer teachers and school programs are being cut. The elective or specials programs are being cut from elementary school systems. A major special being cut is physical education. From the National PTA, the recent decline in physical activity at school is causing an uphill battle of malnutrition and unhealthy habits of elementary school-aged kids. Along with the economic downturn, parents have to acquire more than one job or spend over 40 hours a week at their job. Because parents are having to find a way to support their families, their children are suffering academically. There's no motivation for the child to do their homework or participate in school, which is also a factor leading to the decline of graduation rates. My biggest fear is that the graduation rates in our country will continue to decline. But with the help of my running mate, John Carson, and yourself, we can turn the economic recession around and have an onward, positive approach to bettering our education for our youth. Fixing this problem is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time and it's going to take effort from not only on my end, but your end as well. I plan to keep the voucher system so that parents have the freedom to choose between public and private or religious schools, but I will also create a bond program to make sure that public schools see the benefit. The voucher system that is currently in place puts a dollar amount per student, giving the parents the freedom to spend it on private or religious education, or they can keep their child in the public schooling systems. The voucher program is damaging to our public schools. Although the bond program will provide better education for our children, who are the future. Our children are the ones who have the power to turn the economy around and keep it from falling again. The bond program is a $200 billion bailout for each state. With this money, we will be able to hire more teachers, therefore reducing class sizes. We will be able to pay our teachers better based on performance, not seniority. Therefore, making sure that we have adequate, well-rounded teachers who want to teach. And finally, the actual schools will be able to get new technology resources and facilities. John Carson has already implemented this bond into his Douglas County School District. Douglas County consistently ranks among the top performances throughout the nation. They are able to please their teachers, create appropriate class sizes, and make sure that they have facilities that meet their students' needs. Having well-rounded, happy teachers means that we will have well-rounded, happy students to run our future. Better education will boost our economy. Because Americans are not being educated properly, the economy is starting to see the effects. Our jobs have been sent overseas, and our graduation rates are the lowest that they have been in decades. The voucher system will stay in place to give parents the option to send their child to private school, but the bond program will allow students who cannot afford private school to get a quality public education. I have attended both public and private schools. Both schooling systems give a great education, and I am who I am today because of each experience at both. But there are still 1.2 million students who drop out of high school every year. And my goal is for the bond program to help make education more enjoyable for the students and ultimately better our economy.